Children, next let's discuss the motion of a particle in a combined field. Combined field means both electric and magnetic fields will be there. Till now we just discussed the motion of particle in a magnetic field. But what happens if electric field is also there? So here I have represented the direction of electric field, magnetic field and velocity of the particle. So the electric field acts along positive x direction and magnetic field acts along positive y direction. Sorry, this is y, positive y direction, and the velocity acts along z direction. Okay, now the unit vector along x direction is I cap, unit vector along y direction is j cap, and the unit vector along z direction is k cap. You are aware of all those things. So what will be the direction of electric force? You know, electric force acts along the direction of electric field. So here electric field acts along positive x direction. So the electric force Fe also acts along positive x direction. And what is the direction of magnetic force here? How will you find out the direction of magnetic force? Curl your fingers from V to B. So this is V, this is B. And when you curl your fingers from V to B, the direction of magnetic force is along this path. That means along the negative x-axis. So electric force is along positive x-axis, magnetic force is along negative x-axis. That is, both electric and magnetic forces are opposite to each other. Okay, children. Now, what is the net force acting on that particle when it is in a combined field? What is the expression for the net force? So here the expression for net force is F is equal to Q into E plus V cross B. We should consider the electric field here. So we are using this expression Q into E plus V cross B. Now instead of vector E, you should represent vector E like this. Vector E is equal to E into I cap. You have studied in the previous year. A vector can be represented as magnitude of that vector into unit vector acting along that direction. So here magnitude of that electric field is E and the unit vector along the electric field is I cap. So E into I cap plus V. Velocity is acting along Z direction. So the unit vector along with V should be K cap cross B. B. Magnetic field is acting along Y direction and the unit vector is J cap. So B into J cap. Next, equal to Q into E into I cap plus V cross B is VB, K cross J. What is K cross J? You remember I, J, K. So K cross J is in the anticyclic order. So K cross J will be minus I cap. So that is written here. K cross J is minus I cap. This minus into plus will be minus. So plus into minus will be minus. So here we have Q into EI minus VB into I. So Q and I are common factors. Take it outside. So you will get Q into E minus VB into I. So this is the expression for the net force acting on a charged particle when it is in a combined field. F is equal to Q into E minus VB into I. Okay, so the net force acts along this direction, I cap. I cap means along x-axis. So the net force in a combined field acts along positive x direction, along the direction of electric field. Okay, children. Children, next let's discuss about crossed fields. This crossed field is also known as velocity selector. Why is it so? That you will understand towards the end of this discussion. And what do you mean by crossed fields? It is not a new thing, my dear children. What we had discussed just before itself is a cross field. Here, magnetic field and electric field is perpendicular to each other, right? Such type of field is known as crossed fields. Okay, so whenever the magnetic field and electric field are perpendicular to each other, those fields are known as crossed fields. And when a particle enters in such a crossed field, what is the net force acting on the particle? That we have already discussed in the previous discussion. That is, the net force acting on the particle is Q into E minus VB into I. Now suppose this E is equal to VB. E is equal to VB. Then what will be E minus VB? E minus VB will be 0. E minus VB will be 0. That means the net force acting on the particle will be 0. And if net force is 0, acceleration on that particle will be 0. That means there won't be any deflection for that particle. That particle continues to move along the same path with constant velocity. When E is equal to VB in a crossed field. Okay, we had discussed the same case in the previous sessions. That means whenever the particle enters parallel to the magnetic field, the same thing happens. But here the particle is in a field, in a crossed field. Both magnetic and electric fields are there. So don't get confused. So in a combined field or in a crossed field, when E is equal to VB, the force acting on the particle is 0, acceleration is 0. So the particle moves with the constant velocity and its path will be undeflected. So when E is equal to VB, what will be V? V is equal to E by B. So this ratio is very important. When the velocity of the particle is equal to the ratio of electric field and magnetic field, those particles move undeflected through the crossed field. Okay. Now children, see, consider a chamber like this. Here we have applied an electric field across the ends of the chamber. This is the positive and this is the negative side of the chamber. So what will be the direction of electric field? Down. Okay, downwards. Then this cross denotes the direction of magnetic field, which indicates the magnetic field acts into the board. Okay. Now into this chamber, a group of particles has been entered through this opening. Okay, a group of particles, charged particles has been entered to this chamber. And this is a crossed field. Why? Because electric field is acting along this direction and magnetic field is acting along this direction. So what is the direction between, or what is the angle between electric field and magnetic field? It is 90 degree. So electric field is perpendicular to magnetic field. It is a crossed field. And into this crossed field, a group of charged particles has been entered. And suppose this particle and this is the path of this particle. After some time the same particle will be here. After some time the same particle will be here. After some time this is the position of the particle. Again after some time this is the position of the particle. After some time this is the position of the particle. Okay. The path of the particle is a straight line. That means it is moving without any deviation. It is moving undeflected. So what will be the velocity of that particle? Do you have any idea? Yes, in a crossed field, a particle will move undeflected only if the velocity is equal to the ratio of electric field and magnetic field. So from the path of this particle, you got an idea of the velocity of this particle. That velocity will be equal to ratio of electric field and magnetic field. So we are able to select, or we are able to choose those particles with this particular velocity from its path. So that's why we are considering this crossed field as velocity selector, because we are able to choose a set of particles with this specific velocity. We are able to select a group of particles with this specific velocity. So crossed fields can be considered as a velocity selector. And this is the condition, V equal to E by B. Okay, children. Children, with this I am concluding my session. A YouTube video based on the topic, and notes of the topic have been uploaded. Please go through it. There will be a small test based on this topic. Attend the test and post the answers quickly. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.